and we're expecting a high of 76 degrees today. Not 76 quite yet.
No, but it's heading that way.
Mm-hmm. It is.
The sun's out. It's going to be, I don't know how, just beautiful. I think they're talking about some rain early in the week, maybe.
Yeah, there's a chance of rain tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
40% chance of rain tomorrow.
Now, you're probably well in tune to the weather because they do it every day now.
Yeah. And there's a chance of thunderstorms tomorrow at 40%. Slight chance on Monday, but things are getting awfully dry. Last night, it wasn't last night. It was yesterday over at the depot when we had the sandwiches with the side jam. An actual burning bush over there.
Oh, my.
Yeah, so just from somebody with a cigarette out there, and then the mulch.
This wasn't in the biblical sense. It was
No, I didn't get anything out of it. I just dumped some water on it. I didn't quite know how to put out this fire. There's a small smoldering fire next to the fountain downtown Kankakee. And
so how do you get the water from the fountain onto the fire?
That's what I had to struggle with.
Yeah.
And at first I just thought I'd just stomp on this thing.
Yeah.
And that just got my shoes dirty and spread some soot around.
So stomping wouldn't do it.
The second theory of trying to put out the fire next to the fountain in downtown Kankakee involved putting my hand at an angle and with the spray from the fountain and trying to redirect the spray of the fountain over to the fire area.
And did that work?
No, that just got me wet. Cause I tried to angle it back and use my hand as a ricochet item, and it didn't work.
Didn't we have a fire safety week here once?
I think we did. We didn't cover this though. What to do if you have a burning bush
near a fountain?
Near a fountain. And then the third idea. Yes, Mom.
The idea was.
Oh yeah, you can borrow my phone.
So this was a burning bush.
Yeah, it just.
I promised the first part of the story.
I missed the first part.
The burning bush is the farmer at the
it seemed to me I heard about that in a book.
Yeah.
Story about a guy way back.
So to recap the story, the abbreviated version of the first part, Uncle Paul wasn't listening. Hang on,
it's a burning bush and it's next to the fountain. I got that.
Ask Allison; she knows how to work that.
And your first attempt failed. I got that part.
Yeah.
How did you finally get it out?
I finally extinguished the fire by going and getting a jug and filling up jugs of water from the fountain and then poured it on the burning bush.
At no point did you stop, drop, and roll?
No.
Okay.
Now, were the authorities called about this?
No authorities were called. Deb, good morning.
Good morning.
I had a burning bush yesterday. Not the burning bush that you have in your yard that looks good in the fall with the bright color, but I had an actual burning bush.
How did you do that?
I didn't do it. It was someone with a cigarette, I think.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it started the mulch and the bush on fire.
Well,
Yeah, we've covered this time and time again. But yeah, I had a burning bush, and I went through all sorts of bad ideas to put it out, and then I put.
The irony of where the bush was burning.
The bush was burning next to the fountain.
oh, well, that's handy.
Yeah, it was handy.
With water.
Filled with water.
Somebody's looking out
and
for you.
I had a hard time getting. I did literally. I think one of my ideas was just to cup my hands and to throw that water at the fire.
Oh, you have nice big hands. That should work.
It didn't work, no. And the other idea was just stomping on it. And that just got my shoes dirty. And then the third idea was to use my hand and kind of angle it to redirect the spray of water shooting up over to the fire, and that just got me wet. And then Jim Schwade came by with a jug.
Oh, good.
So it took another. I ran and got some more.
This is just
one
of the.
2 weeks without rain is officially a drought.
Yeah.
And we've gone 3 weeks and 2 days since that last 2-inch rain.
Okay.
And prior to that, we went 4 weeks without rain. So everything's really, really dry right now.
So, and we're joined by Deb Terrell, who actually knows what she's talking about, as opposed to some of the things
the rest of
Or
us.
claims to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so is that we are seeing? I noticed some things in my yard that seem prematurely brown. It's not time for things to be as brown as they are.
No, it isn't. But it's not just the drought. It's also that we've had a really rampant fungal season. So all the leaves have fungal infections, and that causes them to drop early too. But the reason that the trees are dropping leaves is to conserve moisture. So they're actually defending themselves.
Now, will they be damaged in going into the next year? Are we?
When it happens year after year, they do get weakened. But no, they'll be fine next year. But, really people should be watering and watering deeply. Let the hose run all night on your favorite tree. But no, it's just year after year after year we have these late season droughts, and they eventually do get somewhat
I'm
weak.
glad to know their trees are defending themselves and it's not personal with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're dropping a lot of leaves in my backyard. Getting tired of it.
Yeah, I've had people tell me that, my new autumn blaze maple turned yellow or orange or red or something back in July. It was so beautiful. And I always think, whoa, something's really wrong.
It may be beautiful, but that's not a good thing in that.
Not a good thing.
No. Everything in its time.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can. Is your column in regularly? Is it a certain day?
Yes, it is. My garden column is in the Wednesday Daily Journal, and my food column is in the Thursday Daily Journal.
Okay.
Speaking of the food column,
you'll be here on the 17th.
I understand I've been issued a throwdown.
Oh, you have, yeah.
Oh, it was a challenge.
It was issued.
If you would have been here and he had a glove, it would have been on.
But he actually, he took issue that you said that you shouldn't. Well, you said it was perfectly acceptable to cook ribs in a stove.
Yes.
In the oven is what, the oven.
Yes, and Denny Simpson doesn't like that idea. He says you can't call them barbecued ribs if they're cooked in an oven.
And we're going to settle this on the 17th.
Well,
right?
I think, technically speaking, he's wrong because
boy.
I have a gas oven, and I don't see how my gas oven is any different than a gas grill except that it's in the house.
Mm. Well, I'm not getting in the middle of this,
It's got
Bill.
the flame panel and a box.
This is going to be a major throwdown. I'm out of
I
this.
have accepted the challenge, by the way.
And he, to kind of counter, he does cook pies in his big green grill.
Yes, he does, in his big green egg.
His big green egg, as it's known. So we'll see. That'll happen on the 17th. But Deb,
the 10th.
The 10th, okay.
The 10th.
The 10th,
October
that's
10th.
fine.
Yes, October 10th.
If you want to see the carnage,
I've
come
heard
on
that
down.
Mayor Epstein wants to be a judge.
She does want to be a judge, and she...
You trust her?
I think so.
Okay, we
I
got
voted
one
for her.
Well...
So did Denny.
I don't think he... Well...
Yeah, actually, I'm headed over to the Journal right now to see Denny Simpson. We're going to be looking through all the recipes for the Journal's annual cookbook.
Oh, okay.
So we're starting the judging process on that today.
Very good. Well,
He is the gourmet zombie.
Yes, he is.
You guys keep it civil over there, then.
Thank
No,
you.
no fighting.
Deb Terrell, you read her in the Daily Journal, and good to have her here at the Farmers Market. Thank you very much. And we'll be talking about the Workers' Center when we come back after the 8 o'clock check of news here on Talk AM 1320 WKAN. And Ed Millay will be back with Sportsman's Letter, talking about fishing.
I don't want to miss that.
No, it's coming up next here on Talk AM 1320 WKAN. Good morning.